Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi, my name is Stacy if you're new here. So today we're doing this Valentine's inspired makeup and also swatching 5 of the 6 new heart blushes that Colourpop came out with this Valentine's Day. But before we get started, I do want to point out that this video is in partnership with Ana Luisa jewelry. Full disclosure, I was not paid to make this video, but they did send me these earrings and the ones I will show you in the video for free. So if you haven't heard of Ana Luisa before, they're a fine jewelry brand that actually focuses on sustainability, which I think is really cool. They make really high quality pieces for their price point, which starts at just $39. And I also really like that they're an environmentally conscious brand, as all of their materials are ethically sourced and they're fully carbon and water neutral. I think their jewelry would be an amazing gift for this Valentine's Day, but if you don't have a Valentine like me, you can always get one for yourself and treat yourself, because self-love is the most important. So anyway, they sent me 4 pairs of earrings that I chose. All of them will be linked down in the description box, and you can also use my affiliate link, which will also be listed down below. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get into the jewelry that I got. Okay, so starting off with these Nina heart earrings. They retail for $59. They're super cute and perfect for this Valentine's Day. They're made of recycled sterling silver plated with 14 karat gold, and the gems are cubic zirconia. I really wanted to showcase these ones first because I think that they're the perfect Valentine's Day jewelry, but if you're into like a hyper feminine style or just like really cute things, I feel like this would be perfect for everyday wear as well, because they're super lightweight and just really delicate looking. Okay, these are really nice for when you want like an extra sweet girly look. Okay, so next up we have the Elise earrings. As you can see here. So these again are recycled sterling silver plated in 14 karat gold. I really like the design because it combines both like this teardrop style with a little huggy hoop. And this one in particular is really elegant and feminine. Like I would wear this to a dinner party, a date, something that's like a little bit more dressy. But also I feel like they're simple enough that you could also wear these every day. It doesn't have to be for a special occasion. These are also really lightweight. I like the way that they kind of like move with my head. It's really pretty. Okay, so these are the Toda earrings. They retail for $75. So these are also made from 100% recycled sterling silver dipped in 14 karat gold with cubic zirconia. I really like this design because it's a double hoop. It looks like it's a stacked piercing when it's actually just one. For my tiny weak earlobes, I can't handle more than one earlobe piercing, as you can see, but I love the stacked piercing look. So with this cool design, it looks like you have 2 piercings in one. Like it's giving the illusion. I just thought it was so innovative, and I think it's really pretty because it still looks classic enough that no one would be like, oh, that looks strange. It's kind of like classic with a twist, which I really like. So yeah, this one's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, lastly we have these Nava earrings. They retail for $59. So these are the most simple ones that I got, but I feel like they're just really elegant huggy hoops that will never go wrong like in any situation. These ones are also recycled sterling silver dipped in 14 karat gold. These would be a great one to stack since they are smaller and thinner. It would actually be amazing in your like second piercings if you have one. But as you can see, they also do work in first lobe piercings. I also like that they're quite understated, but they're kind of like a twist on a classic gold hoop that like everyone has, because the gems get bigger in the center and smaller on the edges. Kind of almost like a crown or like a ring that you would wear like on your finger. So yeah, these are for like if you like a really delicate look, but it's still noticeable and just looks really pretty and elegant. That's all the pieces. I love the way all of them look in my ears. I especially love that they're super lightweight, especially for a hoop earring. As I mentioned before, and as you can see, my earlobes are quite small and they're also very thin, so they can like barely hold any weight. Like my piercing gets easily like dragged down. So it's really, really important to me that like the earring is lightweight enough that my ear can like carry it. So yeah, all of these pass that test if you also have that problem. So yeah, definitely go check out Ana Luisa's website. I'll link it down in the description. I feel like there's really something for everyone. So I'm gonna get into this makeup look tutorial and Colourpop blush swatches. So if you want to see that, then just keep on watching. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because it really helps out my channel. And let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into a really quick Valentine's themed eye tutorial. I'm just gonna use Colourpop shadow since we're gonna be using the Colourpop blushes today. So today I'm using the Colourpop Blush Crush palette. I checked and it's still being sold on the website. So that's good because Colourpop always like discontinues everything. They release so many new things and then they discontinue them. So I always have to like double check like what's still there before I like use it on camera. So I'm just gonna start off with this really light matte shade called Lovesick, just to like set my eyes, because I kind of want it to have like a pastel-y vibe to it. Setting your eyes will definitely make your eyeshadow a little bit less pigmented, but it'll make them easier to blend. I want to keep this look pretty pink. So I'm gonna go into the center shade called Made You Blush, and I'm gonna put this basically all over my eye, but I'm not going to bring it too far up. I kind of want it to stop where my crease stops. I also want to bring that along the lower lash line. Same color, Made You Blush. Okay, so now that we have a pink base going on, I'm gonna go into the Cheek to Cheek shade as like a deepening shade. I just want to deepen like the outer corner and inner corner, like so. So you see how like that added some nice definition? I'm gonna do the same to the inner corner. I'm adding some to this triangle zone right here on the lower lash line. But yeah, I picked this Blush Crush palette because I feel like it's like the perfect Valentine's Day themed palette. Also, I like it more than this year's Valentine's palette release. Let me know what you guys think, but I just was not attracted to that palette like whatsoever. Because it was like neutrals and like some hot pink. Like hot pink I never use, and then the neutrals I already have. It was just like was not inspiring whatsoever. But the heart blushes though, which we'll get into, like those were calling my name. Now I'm gonna add this metallic called Blossom Up. It's a nice pinky rosy shade with like a gold flip. I don't know if you can see. I'm just gonna put this metallic, I guess trying to keep it more in the center, but it's okay if it gets to like the edges kind of. But don't worry, we're gonna amp that up because that is not sparkly enough for me. We're gonna sparkle it up later. Yeah, for now we just wanna get that metallic base down because that's pretty much it. But I want to use this Colourpop Super Shock shadow in the shade Twitter Pated. I think this is like one of their originals. I got it a really long time ago, like a few years ago by now, and I checked the website and it's still on the website. This is their ultra glitter formula, which I really like actually. I just always forget to use my Colourpop Super Shock shadows because like I have so many other glitter toppers, but these are actually really good for the price point, which I think it's like $6 now. It used to be $5 when I bought them back in my day. I kind of stopped buying the Super Shock shadows just because they do dry out, but I mean I've had mine for a few years and they still work. And also some of them dry out at like different rates than other ones. Like this one is relatively creamy actually, but some of the other ones are drier. But for the drier ones you can just use like Duraline or something. It'll still be like usable, but obviously it's like not as good of a texture as it was originally. But you can still like get it to work. That's why I don't like throw out my Super Shock shadows even though they're all pretty old. Okay, and then lastly, I do want to do a brighter inner corner. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Frog, which is this really nice, it's like a unicorny shade. It's like slightly lavender, but it's very icy. Okay, so actually I think that's too cool tone in comparison to the rest of the eye. I'm gonna go over that. Okay, so actually we're gonna go in the shade Ladybird. It's like a nice pure white champagne. It's super pretty. Also still on the website. Okay, yeah, this Ladybird shade matches with the rest of the eye a lot better. I thought that the lavender would be cute, but it was a little too cool tone. Okay, so we're just gonna keep it really light like that since we are gonna go a little bit crazy with the blush. Actually gonna do some brown eyeliner today. Sometimes with pinks, you want to define your eyes a little bit more, like with mascara or eyeliner. Like definitely you want that darkness just because that will kind of prevent you from looking like you have pink eye, like having that added definition. This is the CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus Liquid Liner. Okay, so now I'm gonna go off camera and do my mascara and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm back with the eyes all done. You can see here. Anyway, they're not the main star of the show because now I'm going to be swatching all of these cute little heart blushes for you. Okay, let's just start off with some hand swatches. So I'm going to go in with this white one called Kiss and Tell, and this is the light peachy shade, and this was in their Valentine's Day collection last year. This is the only one that's like a repeat. All the other ones were not able to make a comeback, so the rest of the shades are new. I'm just going to do a hand swatch first. Yeah, so like they're super smooth when you rub your finger in it. Okay, so this is the shade Kiss and Tell. It's a nice peachy nude shade. So I have all of the colors except for the bright coral one, which was called Forever Yours. So I don't have that one because I knew I wasn't going to wear that color at all. I have all the other ones. That was Kiss and Tell. So now we're going to go into, this one was the one when I saw the promo pictures, I was like, oh, I'm definitely picking this one up. It's called Flirt Alert and it's this mauve-y color. My love. Like these are my favorite types of colors. Also, so these are quite buildable. Like they're not super pigmented right off the bat, at least for these lighter shades. So these swatches that I'm showing you are like after building up a few like swipes like this. And you see how they kind of like blend themselves, like they seem to be quite blurring. So that's Flirt Alert. Next we have the shade Let's Dance, which is a nice like peachy coral. Like this is about as warm I will go. This is more of like a peachy pink and it's less vibrant than the other coral, which is more like a red coral, red orangey coral. That's the one I didn't pick up. Okay, also I will say that this one is more pigmented, I think, because it didn't take as many swipes. Blends out really nicely. So that's Let's Dance. Also, I'm letting you guys know that my hand is like really pale, like it's paler than my face and neck. So the colors are showing up a little bit more vibrant than they would like on the face, which is why we're gonna do face swatches after. Okay, next we have the shade Text Me, which is a nice hot fuchsia pink. So I think I said earlier in this video that I don't use these colors at all. I was gonna say I don't use these colors for eyeshadow, but I do use it for like blush slash lip color, but you have to use it very like sparingly. So yeah, definitely as you go deeper they are more pigmented because the other ones took like multiple swipes, whereas this is one swipe. One swipe is about the same pigmentation as the other ones. At least you know that like these will work on deeper skin tones. You can see how like the edges kind of blend out by themselves. Anyway, this is the shade Text Me. I only put 2 swipes of that because it's very bright. It's like a blue toned fuchsia too. I kind of like it though because it's definitely putting me into the Valentine's Day vibe. Okay, and lastly, I have the shade Baby Cakes, which is a nice like plummy berry shade. This is perfect for like winter time, but we're kind of like nearing the end. At least I think so, because it's been like super warm here. But anyway, this is also like 2 swipes of Baby Cakes. It's really deeper, but it's actually not as dark as I thought. It's kind of like if you took Text Me and like toned it down a bit and added some more like plum. Yeah, it's almost like a more wearable version of Text Me, if that makes sense. So I added more of the 2 darkest shades just so you can see the difference better. Text Me gets more vibrant, whereas Baby Cakes gets deeper. I'll show you like kind of near my face, further away. So now we're gonna start putting them on my face. So I'm gonna go in the shade Kiss and Tell first. We're gonna go like lightest to deepest. And I'm gonna use my Colourpop blush brush. It's like a peachy nude, but the peachy color is definitely evident. This is after a few layers. You can see the difference with this naked side. It just adds a nice peachy flush. It's actually really pretty. This is one of my favorites. Very natural. If you have a light skin tone, super easy to work with. Like, it's very buildable. It's not gonna overwhelm your face immediately. But I will say if you have a deeper skin tone, not sure how well it's gonna show up on you, just because like this is after a few layers. You can see here. You can see the color itself is quite light. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this for light to medium skin tones. Now I'm gonna go in with what I think is my favorite shade, which is Flirt Alert. Just a nice mauve-y, like dusty rose shade. Flirt Alert is a teeny bit deeper than Kiss and Tell, as you can see. Like, it's more obvious on my face. You can see how like that nice cool tone is pulling through compared to the other one. Yeah, these I feel like are perfect everyday shades for like fair to medium skin tones, because you got your one warm tone and your one cool tone, and they're both quite light, so you don't have to worry about looking like a clown with these colors, especially if you have a fairer skin tone. I really like them. Let me know which side you like better, the warm tone side or the cool tone side. Okay, so now I'm gonna remove these 2 blushes off my face so we can do the other swatches. Okay, now I'm back with a blank slate. So next let's go into the shade Let's Dance. Immediately off the bat, it's much more pigmented, but still blends very easily. But yeah, because this was one dip and it showed about the same pigmentation as like a few dips in the other ones. That's a very cute color. It's kind of like if you took the Kiss and Tell shade and just made it like brighter and more peachy. Like more peachy, less nude. I'm really building it up so you guys can see. So this is the shade Let's Dance. Okay, next is the shade Text Me. This isn't something I would wear on an everyday basis, but I feel like for certain looks and stuff, it would be a really nice color. So this one I'm going in with light hand because I know it's very bright. You want to be careful if you have a fair skin tone. It's still quite nicely buildable though, so like you don't have to be super afraid. Just don't like dig your brush in there. I just tapped it in once and this is the pigmentation I got. I'm gonna tap it in again. This is how I tap it, like this. You want to always just be careful and work in thin layers because you can't take away the pigment, but you can keep adding pigment. That is so cute. This is where I would stop, like, for a real look. I'm just gonna add a teeny bit more so you can see the level of pigment that it can get. Yeah, like that's a lot. So that is too much, but I just wanted you to see like the color. This is the shade Text Me. So we have Let's Dance and Text Me. I'm gonna remove these and do the last color on both my cheeks, I guess. I'm back with the blank canvas. Now we're gonna go in with the last shade I have here, which is called Baby Cakes. I'm gonna go in light-handed with this. Yeah, you see, this is from one tap, so you definitely want to be careful. Also, it blends out pretty easily because this is on an unset base. Like, it was actually quite wet still because I didn't wait long enough. Blended out super easily. So this is like one layer. I would just leave the blush like this, but I'm gonna show you so you can see like the actual pigment of it. Like, oh, that is a lot. It can give you a nice like winter flush if you use it sparingly. So definitely recommend this for deeper skin tones. Okay, so you can see how this side looks a lot more normal. This is the one layer, and this is 2 layers. So this is kind of looking like I got punched in the face, but this is just like a really nice wintry flush. So I'm gonna tone this side down now, just so we can match it to this side. Okay, see how that immediately made it like wearable? And this is such a cute, nice little flush. Yeah, actually I'm gonna add some to my nose. I've kind of been into that lately, like that. I feel like it just helps tie it together because if my face is too white in comparison to the blush, it looks a little bit weird. So this is kind of like making it look more harmonious with the rest of my face, if that makes sense. I also got this in my order with these blushes. This is the Glossy Lip Stain, which I never tried from Colourpop before because I wanted to see if it was like a K-Beauty like lip stain, if you know what I'm talking about. Which the staining power is, but I will say my Roman Juicy Lasting Tint is way better than this. And they're about the same price, so I say stick with the K-Beauty stuff. But like this is still pretty, as you can see. So I just feel like it's not glossy enough to be called a glossy stain. Like it's more just like, it just kind of gives you a satin finish. It's quite easy for this to get patchy. I feel like it kind of emphasizes my lip texture somehow. Not a very nice shine. It's just like a weird satin shine. It's like my 2-second review on these. I'll still use them, but I wouldn't recommend them over like Korean glossy lip stains. Like I think those are better because they've been doing them for longer and it's about the same price. Like it's a drugstore price point. Okay, so I just took out my hair clips. This is the finished look. I curled my hair using the Dyson today. I stole my mom's Dyson because otherwise I would not be able to have a Dyson. I highly recommend because look at these waves. Like they just look like I naturally have them somehow because they're quite loose, but they still have like a structure. This is the finished Valentine's Day inspired look. It's very cute, very pink, very like feminine and girly. I feel like it'd be nice to do if you're going on a little date with your boo, which I don't have. Or like for any like little Galentine's Day thing. Or if you don't have either of those going on like me, you can go on a date with yourself and look pretty. So just to summarize these blushes, my favorites are still the lightest ones just because it's the easiest to work with on my skin tone. But if you like brighter pops, the darker ones still work. You just have to be like light-handed with them. They're pretty easy to make work as you can see here. But yeah, the most foolproof ones are Kiss and Tell and Flirt Alert. Actually, I feel like if you have a skin tone any deeper than medium, I would recommend Let's Dance over Kiss and Tell because I feel like they're actually quite similar in terms of like tonality. Like Let's Dance is just Kiss and Tell but a little bit more pigmented / vibrant. Like the color is more saturated. I would say if you have a deeper skin tone than medium, you would want to go with this one and it will give you the same vibe that Kiss and Tell would have on a lighter skin tone, if that makes sense. I feel like Colourpop killed it with these heart blushes, like especially for Valentine's Day, it's so cute. But even besides Valentine's Day, I don't know, like because I had not bought a Colourpop blush before this, but like this heart is just so perfect. It looks more expensive than it is. Like these were $10 and this is like a soft matte packaging. It's very smooth, like feels quite luxurious actually. The packaging definitely makes it worth the $10 that I spent on this. Oh yeah, and then as for these glossy lip stains, they're pass in my book, but like if you have them, they're like workable. They're not like bad products, I would just say like they're quite mediocre. So that's about it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this because it really helps out my channel and it really means a lot to me. And also don't forget to check out Ana Luisa jewelry if you like the pieces that I showed today. Everything will be linked down in the description box below, including my affiliate link if you would like to use it. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in my next video.